Starflight. How do I best describe this game for kids who were born after the year 2000? It's basically Mass Effect, except it came out 16 years beforehand. Yeah, that pretty much covers it, actually. Starflight is a incredibly deep space exploration game on the Sega Genesis, and it's definitely one you can sink a tremendous amount of time into. The story puts you in the role of a space captain. You've just been given your own ship, you have to hire up and train a crew, and then go explore the vastness of space, with 3 main directives in mind. You must go where no man has ever gone before. You must teach beautiful blue-skinned alien women how to love, and you can't get yourself killed. But I choose to think that last one is more of a suggestion than an order, because I'll die when I want to, damn it. But pretty quickly, the story really kicks into gear. Essentially, there is some sort of weird galaxy-wide phenomenon where stars are just sending out massive flares killing everything. And it's your job to explore the entire galaxy trying to figure out how to put a stop to it. Now, in order to stop this galaxy-wide catastrophe, you're going to have to explore the galaxy and figure out what's going on. A few of the various ways you can do this is with interacting with various alien races. You'll come across them from time to time, and you can talk to them, try and figure out information, but be very wary, because space racism, or spacism, as I've dubbed it, unfortunately runs rampant in this galaxy. Specific races will not want to talk to other specific races. If you've hired someone onto your crew like that, you're going to be ignored or even shot at. So, advanced alien life forms my ass, but that's not the only alien hostilities you can run into. Occasionally you'll run into ships that are just purely aggressive and want to shoot the hell out of you. And then it's your job to either fly as far away as possible, or shoot back and hope you don't die. Now, aside from gathering clues by flying around in space, comes what is probably the biggest moneymaker you have: exploring planets. Essentially, you land on a planet, provided, the gravity isn't too much and your ship crashes immediately. Seriously, that happens, and you feel like an idiot when it happens. But then you get out in your tank, much like Mass Effect, but unlike Mass Effect, the tank actually isn't the worst thing ever here. Sure, it's slow and a little clunky, but it's quite useful. You drive around searching for minerals to extract and to take home back to your home base to sell for money so you can upgrade your ship, upgrade your tank, as well as refuel your ship so you don't end up stranded in space with no air and die a really horrific death. Because of course, rule number 3, you can't die. Now, while you're on the planets, you can both be attacked by wild animals and attack them back. If you manage to defeat them, you can collect their corpses and bring them back home to sell for weird alien cloning experiments, maybe. Yeah, alien clones of monsters. That's what we all need. More monsters running around. But while you're also exploring the planets, you have to be very aware of the environment. Different terrain can be harder to cross, although occasionally you can buy upgrades that will allow you to cross it a lot easier. You also have to deal with earthquakes, tornadoes, lava. Any number of natural disasters can and will occur while you're exploring. And if that wasn't pressure enough, you are on a time limit. You only have so much fuel before you end up getting stranded from your ship. Just quick tip, buy the flat device when you immediately go to the store to stock up on your ship. It'll save you a massive headache later. But you also have to be in mind, you're not just here to make money, and you're not just here to not die. You're also here on a mission. You have to find various alien artifacts, which might help you in your journey. But in addition to these alien artifacts, you also have to find messages and clues to try and figure out what happened and how to figure out how this all pieces into this one great giant puzzle of what is happening to our galaxy and how do we stop it. And the fact that there are hundreds of planets in this game makes this game incredibly deep. You also have to scout out planets for colonization for your people, and if you find the wrong planets, you will actually get deducted a lot of money, so you don't want to do that. But by finding habitable planets, you can create colonies, which in turn are very profitable for you. There is tons and tons of depth to the gameplay, and I'm just scratching the surface here. But if you are a fan of exploration and puzzle solving and just space adventure, this gameplay is definitely going to be up your alley. The presentation of this game is generally fairly nice. I love the portraits of all the alien species you run into. I like when you upgrade your ship, it actually visibly gets upgraded. That's a nice touch. I love little things like that. And the detail on the planets does look quite good. The sound, on the other hand, is just kind of average. I mean, the overall theme to the game is pretty good, but you only hear that basically when you die or on the main title screen. After that, it's pretty much all environmental sound, which basically means it's silence because it's space. And while the soundtrack is rather limited, it does work very well from the perspective that you are in space, and there would be a limited amount of audio that you could hear in a vacuum. The replayability in this game is incredibly high, especially if you're someone who likes to just explore the stars. Now, from beginning to end, if you understood every step you had to take to beat this game, you could probably beat it in like 20 minutes. But if you're the kind of person who is into just exploring and upgrading your ship, just trying to meet all the different alien races, figuring out what all the different alien artifacts do, and see all the planets, you are going to be in this game for dozens of hours. There is a lot of stuff here. There is a massive amount of planets to explore. There is tons of space to look out there for, and you can easily get lost in the whole space exploration thing. Now, do I recommend Starflight? Well, that's a bit tricky. If you're the kind of person who likes high speed, high flying action, this probably isn't for you. I would immediately direct you towards Gunstar Heroes and shove you on your way. No, Starflight is definitely a slow burn. The first several hours of this game are probably just going to be going from planet to home base, just making money, transporting minerals so you can upgrade your ship, before you can really get the space exploration to begin. But if you're the kind of person who loves exploring, problem solving, puzzle solving, or just the great unknown that is space itself, I would easily recommend this game.